Hey, everybody. Thank you, Pineapple. It's Marty Bahama causing a lot of drama on a Tuesday. Welcome to the Buzz Formula. We're going to have Pineapple, Don Marie, or Kamikaze Christie drop this link out there for you guys. I'm going to make sure I am in the right spot at the right time, talking to the right people. I hope that's the case. Hey. There we are today. Let me turn this down. And we'll get talking about the Buzz Formula and kind of what it's about. And you see this book here, Facebook Group Marketing for Real Estate Agents and Loan Originators. And that's kind of where we started from. We started off just teaching loan officers because I'm still in the mortgage business. I'm still a branch manager for Southwest Funding. Right now we have one branch in Knoxville, and we're expanding, growing out there. So if you are a loan originator and you're thinking about maybe becoming a branch manager, reach out to me anytime. My cell phone is 865-360-0048. And I hope that we get a little crowd in here. Typically, I usually go live in our Facebook group, and until all this craziness happened this year, we went live about 5 nights a week inside of our Buzz Team group for our Buzz Team members. And so now I'm fixing to start going live 5 nights a week again for our Buzz Team members, so it'll be unlisted on YouTube. So if you're not a Buzz Team member yet, reach out to me directly, 865-360-0048, or message me directly, either one Marty Human or Marty Bahama, and I'll tell you about the Buzz, kind of tell you what it means to use the Facebook groups to bring in clients. It started off for us as loan originators. I remember seeing my first Facebook group had around 2,000 members in it, and my thinking is they're in here selling washing machines, they're selling bicycles, cars, whatever. So why can't I just go in there and make a simple discussion, a simple post, and try to get some traction? Maybe somebody wants to buy a house. So in my world, and when you're a branch manager in the mortgage world, or just closing loans, it's about making people homeowners. It's about achieving that American dream. And 2,000 people inside this little small group, one of them might want to be a homeowner. So that's where the whole logic came from. But after 6 years, obviously it started progressing. The Facebook groups got 10 times better. The messenger groups, infinite amount better. It's just amazing how you can connect people so fast. And what we've learned over the last 6 years for sure is having that direct connection with somebody. No matter what kind of business person you are, business professional you are, having that message with somebody is a zillion to infinite amount bigger or stronger than having a business card or handing your business card to somebody. Business card is about old school to me compared to just giving somebody a direct message, having that link with them. What we've found over 4, 5, 6 years is people come back. They remember the conversation. They remember they got a message with you. They don't have near as many messages in their messenger as you will in yours being a professional, so they remember who you are. But then they took it a step further and started letting us create these messenger groups, and we're going to talk about that here in a second, how the messenger and messenger groups have not only, more than anything, have really made things a lot faster, a lot smoother for us, but it also keeps everybody in the loop. So if you're a real estate agent, if you're a loan originator, if you're an insurance agent, if you're a car salesman, it don't matter what you do out there, if there's multiple people involved in your transaction, you can create a messenger group with that person. And let's say, for example, in our world, in the mortgage world, we have processors. We have processors that help us with the paperwork. So what we do is we get on Facebook, we make a post. Somebody says, me, I'm interested. You learn how to create that buzz in this book right here, Facebook Group Marketing for Real Estate Agents and Loan Originators. Even though it's geared towards those two, it would teach any business or business owner out there how to create that buzz and what it means to create that buzz on Facebook, to where you can make one simple post and you may have 1,000 comments on it. So if you're a business owner and you're having trouble getting clients in the door, if you have a service and not really a product, you need to think about starting a PBG, and that'll be another book I'm coming out with. It's called Personal Branding Groups, PBGs, and it's basically a way to create a holding pond. So growing up in a small town like I grew up in, we did a ton of fishing. We'd go down to the river, we'd camp, and we'd throw lines out, and then we'd just tie a hook to a pretty strong line, throw it out with some cut up bait on it. Next thing you know, we'd go check it and it'd be a big catfish. Well, I use the Facebook groups the same way that I use when it comes to fishing, whether it be starting discussions and changing my bait, changing my discussions, how I do it, staying away from marketplace. So if you do not have a product, I would always say stay away from marketplace. Marketplace will get you in trouble unless you're selling the actual product. Like if I was selling this awesome Coke Zero here, I could go to marketplace and try to sell it. That's okay. But if I'm selling a service, hey, I'll come and clean your house, you don't necessarily want to be putting that in marketplace, because then you'll start getting booted, you'll start getting blocked, you'll start getting in trouble. It's just not worth it. So you learn how to use the Facebook groups to suit your needs, and that's where we come in, because we have helped so many people over the years. It's insane crazy. So I'm gonna check and make sure that I've got this shared out there. I didn't even tell. Aha! I see Don Marie. What's up? What's up? What's up? I didn't even tell anybody I was going live a little early. Just decided to go ahead and do it. And so hopefully Don Marie will get this shared out there. I don't know if it's happened yet or not. So just bear with me if it hasn't. I can't really tell on this thing. I thought I'd be able to tell, and I may be able to tell here in a second, but I've got Kamikaze Christy doing some work on the laptop tonight, so that's why you don't see it here. I just decided to go live without it and just talk about the buzz and kind of give you an understanding of what it means to use the Facebook groups to help your business out. Hey, there's Honey Buzz Human may be jumping up and getting in our way here in a second. She just showed back up. Haha, thank you, Don Marie. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is kind of a early surprise live, and just want to talk about the buzz and kind of give some direction to our buzz team members, kind of which direction they need to be going and what's good to focus on, because there's multiple ways to use the Facebook groups, guys. It ain't just about learning one really good post and starting a discussion, which don't get me wrong, it's amazing. It's amazing you can take one discussion and you can get you 1,000 comments on it or 500 comments. That's 500 people that did not know who you are, no matter what kind of business you are, no matter what kind of professional you are. That is 500 people who all of a sudden now know who you are because you learn how to create that buzz. You learn how to create that buzz inside that one little Facebook group, inside that one little post that took you a couple seconds to drop. So that's about the buzz. The buzz is 100% mobile. Haha, this is, in case you've not seen this yet, this is our newest mascot to the house, and you need to stay over there, Speedy. This is Honey Buzz Human. Stop, and sit. I can't really decide what she does here, but I'm gonna put that there, maybe that there, and say go over there and sit down, and maybe that'll work. That might work. It might not work. Yep, maybe she'll go do something else. Thank you, Honey Buzz, for not causing too big of a scene tonight. There you go. Go on up there and sit down. That's perfect. I tell you right now, I've never actually had a cat, and this is it's our first pet to the house here as far as a cat goes, and she has been a fun little thing to watch, goof off, and play. But she's also been very consistent about waking me up every morning around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, thinking that's time to eat. I'm not sure where she got that in her head that that was eating time, but it definitely happened. So it's a fun little experience, but it's also a chore. She can be a chore sometimes. But Honey Buzz Human, we're glad she's part of the family. Glad she's here. So getting back to the Facebook groups and kind of what it's like to use it for your business. I had a real estate agent, before I even started teaching realtors how to use the Facebook groups. I had a real estate agent reach out to me one time and she said, Marty, I see you all over Facebook. What are you doing exactly? And I said, well, actually it's my wife. She does a lot of posting for me. We post together. She taught me how to use my phone, taught me how to use these shortcuts in the Facebook groups to keep you from getting in trouble. Because I'm telling you guys, if you're not used to Facebook and you get out there and you just start blasting these posts and start blasting these polls, you will find yourself getting slapped on the wrist sometimes. You'll find yourself getting put in Facebook timeout, Facebook jail. But we started learning. We got knocked down by Facebook many times over the years to learn what you can and can't do. I started pushing the borders. I messaged 226 people one time before I got put in what we call messenger timeout. I posted, no, I joined over, I think it's 100, 120 groups before I got put in Facebook jail. I commented, tagged people in the comments over 200 times before I got put in Facebook jail. So all these different things I've done over the years, and Facebook's changed as we've learned how to kind of get through Facebook and not use the paid ads. We don't do the paid ads of Facebook. Right? That's not what I'm about. We're about teaching people how to never have to pay for advertisement just by starting discussions, creating polls, making comments on certain posts out there. There's all kind of different things you can do, and creating your holding pond, and also too how to leverage yourself by buying a Facebook group. So there's all these different things that we teach our Buzz team members. It's not just one small set of things, and also too, no matter what kind of business you are out there, we can create posts and we can create polls that is going to generate a ton of business. I created a post. I had a person that does podcasting, and he says, Marty, now I get back to the real estate story. He says, Marty, I bounce around a lot, so you have to bear with me. He says, Marty, can you create a post or a poll that might get some people who want to learn how to podcast? I created a poll, dropped it into a Facebook group, and the poll is just like what you're thinking. You can make a comment out there, hey, do you like red, white, or blue? And you can put the options red, white, or blue, and people's going to vote on those options. Well, in this poll here, it was something like, would you like to start a podcast, or what is stopping you from starting one? And I started putting these different options out there, and within a couple of hours, we had 50 or 60 people had clicked an option. It was something crazy. It was one little poll that we created in one group that took within a minute, less than a minute to create that poll. And the polls take a little bit longer than a regular post because you're actually putting the options in there too. But everything that we do for our Buzz team members is all set up, ready to go. We've already got everything laid out for you, all the posts, all the polls. No matter what type of business you are, I will create material for you. You don't have to worry about that part. Then you just got to learn how to use your phone, go drop it out there. It's pretty much that simple. So this real estate agent reached out to me. She said, Marty, I see you all over Facebook. What is it you're doing exactly? What are you doing out there? And I told her, me and my wife is posting. And so I told her, join some groups. She was in a couple of groups that I was in. One of them was a real estate group. She said, join some groups, any kind of groups, not just real estate groups. Join some buy, sell, trade groups, some hip groups, any kind of groups that doesn't look like it's going to be that big of an issue if you start simple discussions in them. So she joined some groups, and I watched her post for about a week straight. And then on a Saturday night, she called me up and she said, Marty, she said after about a week of posting, she goes, I don't know what you're doing. I've tried posting for a week, and I didn't get any kind of responses, no messages, nothing. So I said, I want you to do what I do. And I just come up with a simple post. It's something different as far as, because she's a realtor and I was a loan originator. But it was something like, hey everyone, I'm a local realtor here. I finally found a lender that goes down to a 580 credit score, 2 years job history. If you have, or that's 580 credit score, if you have 2 years job history, like or comment, and we'll get back with you. It's something that simple. And next thing you know, within a second, she posted it, and I didn't even realize she was posting it. She's within like maybe 10, 15, 20 seconds, somebody messaged her. Well, that person that messaged her, last name was Shorts. We closed his loan for 160, 180,000 about 30 days later. And then she realized she's seen a lot. She's like, okay, I see it now. I see it. Don't be so businessy. This is not business pages. They're groups. And the biggest difference, or what a lot of people they want to know what the difference between a group and a page is. To me, excuse me, gotta drink some of my awesome Coke Zero. To me, a group is a holding pond. More than anything, it's a holding pond, and you name it a certain name that can create it, make it grow faster. So, for example, we had a place out in Crossville who had started a company. I think it was called Creative Custom Designs, or I can't remember exactly what it was called again. It's Custom Solutions, maybe, I can't remember. But that's the whole point. You couldn't really tell what they actually did by the name of their company. There's a lot of companies out there that are like that have a certain name to their company that could be different meanings. When you're talking about creative custom paintings, what are you painting? What are you doing? What's exactly happening? So, and they did a lot of hydro dipping. They did a lot of that kind of rechroming cars. And she called me up and she was pretty upset. She's like, we don't have any business. We got this nice building. We got this big parking lot, no business. And I heard you're the person to go to. Within a week, guys, within a week, she went from almost crying to being swamped. Within a month, she went from almost crying to having 2,000 members in her holding pond. And then the next thing you know, apparently the relationship started falling apart, and boom, the buzz can't fix relationships, but we can definitely help you get a lot of customers. There's no question about that. And so with that being said, dry cleaner here in Knoxville, he's got a pond, a holding pond, and he didn't realize the effect it has of not just having Darty's dry cleaners, but having Darty's dry cleaners, we best dry cleaners in Knoxville. We're having your area in there, just like that Custom Solutions painting company. We put on there exactly what we put on our hydro dipping and painting re-chroming. And when we did that, next thing you know, they started having all these people see this. People go on to search for these different things, just like a real estate agent or a loan originator. If I go create a group, which I've done this before multiple times, trying out things over the last 6 years, but if I create a group called Marty's Happy Home Buyers and Sellers, I put 20, 30, 40 people under it. I know I've closed their homes. And next thing you know, I want that group to grow. Well, it will grow because I've done it and I've watched it grow. But what grows 10 times faster is I call it a Homes for Sale group. Homes for Sale, Marty Human makes home buying easy. So think about that logic, that level, when you're creating you a Facebook group out there, and understand it's more like a holding pond. It's not, to me, a page is like a website that says dormant. You got to drive traffic to it. When they get to it, what do they usually do when they go to your page? They'll like it, they'll leave you a review, they'll move on. But the group they become part of. And periodically, you're going to learn the things that you're going to post in that group to get their attention. You're going to learn things that you can do with your holding pond that's going to cause it to grow. So I started a group called Knoxville Homes for Sale / Rent, Home Buying Made Easy by Marty Hemmon. I put maybe 150, 200 people in that group, and I left it alone. I didn't try to grow it. And today, that was about probably 3.5 years ago now, so maybe 3. Today it's got right around 5,000 people in it. So if you think about what caused that group to grow more than anything, it wasn't necessarily my name in it, but I wanted to subliminally put my name in their head, but it was the Homes for Sale. So we started learning all these different techniques, these different things to really to grow our holding pond, but then we took it a step further. So we started off by posting, getting all those likes, comments, messages coming in the door. Then we try to get these people into our holding pond. And you can do it immediately. So we've learned how to go out there and create a post for any type of business, get people to like that post, to comment on that post, and the next thing you know, we teach you how to give them a link to your holding pond, get them inside it, and the next thing you know, you're not just having a holding pond full of people you know per se, you're having a holding pond people that's interested in what you have to offer. And that is strong, that is super strong, to have 5,000 people in a group that are all really interested in either looking at homes, wanting to buy a house, wanting to sell a house. So many different things you can do with these Facebook groups, it's insane. And then take it a step further. When it comes to the buzz loop, when it comes to what we call the buzz loop, is when we learn how to not only create these messenger groups, we'll get on Facebook and we'll create our post. Somebody will like it, somebody will comment on it, we'll send them a direct message. And when we send that direct message, if we're going to take that deal a step further, we'll add somebody into that, or we'll create a group and we'll put them together. And we'll get that whole party started. So if somebody says, hey Marty, can you connect me for a realtor? Can you connect me for a realtor in California? Sure, no problem. Straight on Messenger, I'd click on their name, create the group, put that realtor there and introduce them, and next thing you know, I have connected people in seconds. And it really does speed up the whole process, and not only does it speed up your process, but it'll also help you as far as your telephone calls goes. And what I mean by that, it'll shut down the telephone calls. You won't hear that phone ringing nonstop, because instead of your phone ringing nonstop or emails coming in nonstop, everything happens so quick in this. They call it instant messenger chats for a reason, because it is instant. It's quick. Boom, it's there. And if you get the third party involved into a group, guess what? They can work together, make magic happen, get the whole transaction done, and then voila, everything's beautiful. And by doing this, you are keeping everybody in that loop. You're keeping everybody together. I'm telling you right now, I have had hundreds, if not more, maybe thousands now, of real estate agents and loan originators who's like, man, this is amazing. It is amazing that it not only does it keep us in the loop, because as a real estate agent, you're usually upset that the loan originators kind of disappeared on you. You're trying to figure out what's going on. Hey, what's going on with the loan here? Is everything okay? Is the appraisal ordered? Is it coming back? Whatever. You know, as a loan originator, you want everybody kind of kept in the loop, but a lot of times you're not kept in the loop because the processor is the one who's doing most of the processing. But if you got everybody in this together, and you can see the processor ask the client for something, everybody sees this, and it even puts a little pressure on that client. Oh, everybody's waiting on me. And it also assures the real estate agent or whoever's involved, insurance agent, doesn't matter, whoever you put in these groups, it lets them know what is, if there's any kind of holdups. What is the holdup? And a lot of times in our world, in the mortgage world, the client is the biggest holdup. The client, then it goes down to sometimes the appraisal, then it goes down to sometimes it's turn times by the underwriters or by the mortgage companies out there. You know, during this whole craziness this year, and I call what's happened this year just craziness. I don't call anything else but craziness. During this whole craziness, it's mortgage companies got behind. We got one company out there, Carrington, that got 20 days behind. Some of these mortgage solutions might have got like 8 days behind. You know, they get behind. Southwest Funding right now we're running like 3 to 4 day turn times, which is great. So use Southwest Funding if you need a loan. Reach out to me if you're in Tennessee, Colorado, Kentucky, Florida, South Carolina, Texas, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri. So going here, Indianapolis, or Indiana, I said that one. So we're spreading. We're moving and grooving. Southwest Funding is growing. Our branches are definitely growing. Reach out to me anytime if you want to be put on the path to become a loan originator. We can make that happen. We have a lot of real estate agents that have switched over to being loan originators, and a lot of real estate agents that say, hey, my better half, whether it be husband, wife, whatever, my better half would love to get into the mortgage business. Why not? Insurance agents, why not? I've got insurance agents switch over to be loan originators. So I had an insurance agent reach out to me a couple of years ago. His name is Nicholas. And Nicholas Gillis, you'll see him if you go to humanenergybuzz.com and click on other business. You'll see a video he put on for me. Because I taught Nicholas how to buy a Facebook group and how to buy these groups and pick them up. So I went from one group with 2,500 members to now we've got groups, 30-something states. All these up here, these little stickers and gold things, that's a group where we got our groups. But he said, you know, that changed his life. It changed his life because I taught him how to post as an insurance agent. I taught him how to create the buzz. I taught him how to create polls. I taught him how to buy Facebook groups. Next thing you know, he picked up a group that had 98,000 people in it. And he's like, man, it's amazing. It's amazing. I can't believe it. And I still can't believe it today that it is not still more popular than what it is. I know Facebook groups are, according to Facebook, at the top of the top. The groups, the messenger groups, they put a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of advertising in them. I know that. But still, if you're a business owner and there's a chance, or a professional, there's a chance that you could learn how to do something to bring clients in the door without using your desktop or your laptop, all by your phone, and it not cost you a penny, then why would you not want to take advantage of that? Why would you not be like, hey, this is it? This is it. And most of it is because, hey, when is the next best thing coming out there? When is that really out there? I'm telling you right now, guys, these Facebook groups and the way we create this buzz formula, it is insane. Absolutely insane. And if you check out the Human Energy Buzz page, even though I don't like pages, I tend to use our page sometimes just to drop some good stuff out there. I'm fixing to load it down with a ton of screenshots. I've got 25,000 actual screenshots of different things I've taken over the last 6 years. One of the smartest things Kamikaze Christie told me to do a long, long time ago is if you don't take screenshots of this stuff, you're not going to have any proof. Now, there's some of my advice to you tonight. No matter what kind of business you have out there, don't worry about Google and the stupid Google reviews. Worry about somebody getting on Facebook and making a good post about what you've done. making a good post of what you. I've got people out there right now that are breaking records, selling sheds, selling cars, the dry cleaners I was telling you about. All these different people are just covered up with business, covered up. But one of the smartest things that I see all of them do now, because of the way we encourage it, it's just a matter of somebody saying something great about you on Facebook, and you taking a screenshot of it, and then guess what? That's one little screenshot, but they start adding up. And then you get 30 screenshots, 40 screenshots, and you go drop that out there on your timeline. Hey, anybody, you looking for a dry cleaner? Look at all these other people that are very happy with our service. Boom, you drop all the screenshots out there. You're looking for an insurance agent, car, whatever. Drop it out there, and you're gonna be like, wow, this person's out there to help people. So it's all about perception, how you come across, and being a person. And when you're messaging people, we teach you the right ways to message people. There's definitely wrong ways. There's the ways that don't convert, and there's the right ways that do convert. And a lot of our new people are starting to see this. A lot of our new loan officers, they're starting to see, hey, I see it now. Starting to click for a lot of them. At first, it's a little rough. It's like, yeah, I don't know. But then when you realize it and you're like, hey, just come across as a person. People want to deal with people they like. They want to trust people. So keep that in mind when you're out there posting. That's very important. I cannot tell what is going on, so I apologize. I hope everything is still going good. It looks like it is. And I hope this give you a little information about the buzz, about what we do. We've actually created Google Classrooms that I kind of walk you through everything from posting, from creating a loop, from creating your holding pond, from knowing all the updates. We stay on top of all this stuff. We stay on top of the updates and we let our buzz team members know about it. And our buzz team member stays on top of the updates. They let us know about it if they see it before we do. So we're all working together because these groups have changed. They've evolved a lot over the last 10 years, and they've only gotten better. They're only making it more easy to get us in front of the people. And when you get control of 30 or 40, 50,000, we've got one buzz team member who picked up a 600-some-thousand member group. You get control of a group like that, you're talking about getting your name out there so fast it's crazy. Being able to do certain things in that group, whether it be create topics, mark your posts as an announcement, go live, create the rooms, create the events, all these different things, put on your cover photo, all the things you can do inside that group to say, hey, look at me and my business, and you're in control of it. So I hope that tells you a little bit about the buzz. I hope if I miss anything, guys, I apologize. And this is going to start being a regular thing again. I'm going to start doing a lot more lives, and I'm going to start actually trying to stay on topic. I know sometimes I'll get on here and I'll start thinking about one thing, I'll bounce to another, and I'll bounce to another. But in the long run, there's so much to teach. It's not just about going there and creating one post. It's about learning all these different ways you can use these groups to stay just totally covered up with business. Totally covered up. All right, guys. Hope you guys have a great night. I will see you guys again tomorrow night, so try to tune in tomorrow night, and I will have a great tip for any kind of business owner out there, especially have some tips for the realtors and for the loan officers. All right, guys, see you tomorrow night.